It was an interesting moment for me at the time because I really wasn't seeking someone or anyone, I should say. I just hoped if I did meet someone that they would be a positive person to meet. Everything he was saying and doing was making me fall in love with him.
Custody. A lot of people quit going, that's just how it got to be. But she keeps on fighting and it takes a lot of guts. No justice, no peace!
You two are like two immature cartoon characters.
Objection. Where's any of this evidence of this?
Order!
I'm sanctioning you for $15,000.
I have a right to see my son.
This is all about a child. A poor boy born into a battle. Even with your lies, I gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive. This is not justice!
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
No peace, no justice!
You're trying to have a judge removed.
I'll sanction her for thousands of dollars for coming to court.
How much money is Mr. K and Mr. G paying you and your fellow judges to keep this woman away from her child?
Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I've gotta survive, gonna survive. Said I'm gonna survive, gonna survive. Even with your lies.
Welcome to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Well, we're coming live. Woo! I'm so glad God got me up this morning. So I have to say, thank you, God, for getting me up this morning. I love you for that. Because I don't know what today is going to be like, but I know if he gets me up, I'm able to do something positive. Just enjoy life and be able to say I love you to my children. And that's something I love to do. Is a form of talking to each and every one of them or a text just to let them know that, hey, I'm still in the game here of love. So let's show that. And that's what I try to do. So I'm very grateful for that. Let me give some acknowledgments. Thank you everyone that turned up and showed up, like my family and my friends, when we went to Samira's network, the luxury gala. It was such a wonderful time. I had a blast. I really did. It was an amazing time. I met so many other people and I was able to network, and you guys will find out who's going to be on the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show. I'm so excited because I met so many people. As you know, luxury gala, it's all about a lot of people. I mean, like actors, celebrities, all types of people, models, designers. It was just a blast to meet so many people in the entertainment industry. And they were receiving awards and acknowledgments. And this gala goes on every year. And Samira Network, she really did a wonderful job putting this together. And it's a preparation that takes about a year. And I was awarded for best host for the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. So I was so glad to be honored and be just recognized. So I'm like speechless with that. So thank you again, Toodles to Samira Network. You did it again. Outstanding. I should have to say that. Outstanding. And so I really appreciate it. But it was a blast and we had a good time. Some of my family and my friends showed up and I was just in bliss. So thank you again, all of my people and my fans too. Thank you again. I see you because you sent out my reels and share things about me, and there was write-ups and magazines. You guys are just a blessing. Thank you so much. So also want to mention that if you have not seen the movie Three Corners of Deception, please go out and see it. It's still on Prime Video. It's going to be there, you guys. So go ahead and go see it. And if you have seen it, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you for continue to watch Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on Bold and Brave TV as well. As you know, I'm on, here's my social medias. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, um, YouTube. What else? X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, I think I covered it. Instagram, yeah, too, yeah, so many. And Facebook, and I have my group chat too. So, but if you didn't hear that or I missed something, just Google me, Dr. Meleeka Clary, or drmeleekaclary.com is my website. Check that out as well. I really appreciate everyone for reaching out to me. I will try to get to emails another time. I will, but I do try to say things that have something to do with your question. So hopefully I gave you advice in those areas. And so just keep on looking at that, because I don't mean to nervous. Sometimes I just get a little busy, but it's okay. I hear you. I do. So you do get the information back when I send you an email back, which is great. But saying on the show, it may take a while because I am pretty scheduled out. So we have guests and stuff like that. But if that's not good enough for me sending emails right back to you, I will get to your question and try to give you advice. But I do try to do that as well in the form of email. So I appreciate the feedback as well. Um, we have an amazing guest today, and I'm going to go on commercial before I mention, you know, what guest that may be, because I get kind of choked up because I love this guest. I mean, I love what he does, and it's just amazing to me because it reminds me of things that I constantly do. And I want him to be recognized, and I want people to understand his journey, his mission, and who this individual is. He's an amazing person. But you know what? We're going to take a brief commercial, and I will be right back with my amazing guest and for me to tell you all about him. So thank you for tuning in to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, fam. We'll be right back. Hello, all. Three Corners of Deception movie is now available on Prime Video. How about that? October 14, 2023, on my 50th birthday, I am going to release this, and you guys can go ahead and help me do just that. Go see that movie. Thank you for all the support and not giving up on me. Go see that Three Corners of Deception. Release me from all the pain and everything I've been through. Go see the movie. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you for all of the support. Go see that movie. Prime Video. Prime Video. How about that? God bless you all. I love you all. It was really hard for me to do that movie sometime because at that time, because 10 years ago is what I went through. It wasn't then. So I had to take, even they say you play yourself. It's not really always easy to play yourself. You have to play yourself 10 years ago when your mind was discombobulated and you felt betrayed. You know what I mean? You felt like, life was just not it. And, not in my situation. And it is based on true events. And, unfortunately, it's about judicial deception, but it's also about romance and drama and divorce. It's something that just went to a different way. But as I changed it and went into a movie. But what's interesting about this situation, people don't understand. It's a flow technique for me. That was my release to finish this movie. Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network, where we're coming live. Woo! You know what? I'm so glad I'm able to say that because I've been sick back and forth. I mean, it's just a moment of up and down with me. So I'm glad I can hold a little tune. Now, don't ask me to do more, but I'm just good right now. So before I went on break, I was giving acknowledgments, but I'm also mentioning about my amazing guests. But just to let you know, stay positive, people. Today, if it's not better for you, it will get better. So just stay in the fight one day at a time. I do want to stress that every day is different. Trust me, I know that. I'm a human being just like you. I cry, I bleed, and I get disappointed. But the next day could get better, or during the day could be better. So don't give up, okay? Just don't give up. Just stay with me. Just one day. I only ask just one more day. That's all I ask of you. I promise it'll get a little better, okay? With prayer involved too. All right, with that being said, so I have this amazing guest. He is, oh my gosh, you know, I'm a human rights activist and I care about the youth. I care about people. I've always, you know, counseled many people that have addictions and over recovery and things like that. And just in general, even I used to be like this troubled kid, you know, and then I mentored for a youth program. And he reminds me of me, like things I used to do, and I still do, but why I got into, you know, community work and human services and stuff like that is because, you know, people care about people. And this individual, he is a founder for Inspire Today's Adults, young adults. So that kind of like means to me is young programs, like, you know, the youth programs that some places don't have. He is a founder and CEO of a program just like that help the youth and to get them back on track or try to get them doing something positive. He uses his experience as a tool and his self as a tool as well, just to guide people towards a positive direction. And I was watching on my Facebook and I would look at this individual go out there and feed the homeless. And he'll use his money and his time and do that. And you know, just food and just go out there. If it was being cooked or somebody was donating, he was doing the works. He is doing the works, people. And I just said, you know what? I would like that person on my show because he is doing this incredible work. But you know what I always is going to wonder, as much work that he does for people, who is he? Who is this individual? And I got to ask that question because we give so much and sometimes we forget who we are. So it's not about what he gives, but it's who he is and why he gives so much. So we're going to hear it today. So what? So come on, fam, come on in so I can bring my amazing and handsome guest, Danny Santana. Come on in here, Danny. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Dr. Clary? Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this show today. I'm very honored to be here today and to share with you and your audience about what we're doing down here in the city of Boston.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, you look amazing. I love that suit. You're all like, oh my goodness. I think you're one of the best dressed people that been on my show. I'm telling you. I mean, hey, you got it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. You know, Danny,
Thank you, thank
I know
you.
you do. You're welcome, my dear. I know you do a lot of things for the community. I know you're out there cold and it's sleet or rain. You're doing your thing. And I just praise you. Thank God for people like you. But you know what? My show is about identification of oneself. And the reason I asked this question to you is because you could do so much, but I want to know, who do you identify yourself to yourself?
The crowd that I service. I'm a resident from Miracle Mount. So I feel personally I'm more at comfortable and at ease around addicts, homeless people, than I am around white people dressed in suits. I am way more comfortable around people that are homeless, that are shooting up, that are high, than I do around somebody just dressed the way that I am. Because there's a level of understanding in that community. We don't come from nothing. We don't have nothing. We don't come from nothing. So there's no I'm better than you. We all fighting the same struggles. We all fighting the same demons. But when you standing around a bunch of corporate people, we not fighting the same struggles. We not fighting the same demons. I'm not able to relate to that demographic of society. So personally, for me, I'm not as ease around people dressed in suits as I am around homeless and addicts. The demographic of society that most people are afraid to even be around or associated with. I'm from that community. I'm a recovering addict. I'm still in recovery today, and I'm going to be in recovery for the rest of my life because this is a disease that can take over at any minute. This is a disease that can consume you at the worst time possible. And if you don't have the proper support network, if you don't have the proper tools to help yourself when you're going through those moments where you feel desperate, because those are moments of desperation. When you feel desperate enough to put poison in your body to numb whatever it is that you're dealing with, feeling that you don't want to deal with, that's what that is.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Now, let me ask you, and this is a little out of scope, but maybe just because you said white people in suits, could it be people in general? Like there's black people I know that's in suits. I know there's Asian people in suits. And I want to make sure I'm clear that
I
if
would
they're in
I would say
suits,
people in general wearing suits, not to make it a
yeah,
racist thing, because it could be a bunch of black men in suits,
yeah,
and we
exactly.
still not from the same community, we still not from the same understanding, and we still not from the same status.
hmm And you say that because, being a recovery addict, people are not judging. They're not judging you in that area. And when you look at someone else who's suited up, it's like a big judgment.
A
Is that
lot of
why you say
judgment,
that?
like, I'm not a politician. And everybody's telling me, yo, D, you're too aggressive when you're talking to these people. You scare these people. They don't see your passion as passion. They see your passion as aggressiveness. Um, I get it all. I got so many people in the city of Boston who won't work with me because they say that I'm not the right image for the work that I'm doing. And then I'm sitting here, well, I don't know how I'm not the right image for the work that I'm doing because the majority of you guys ain't doing out here doing any work to begin with.
And that's a good point. So that doesn't say you're aggressive. That's saying, hey, I'm doing something. And that's it. You may not you're not doing it. I am. So if that seems to come across a little aggressive, because sometimes you need a little aggressive behavior to get up and do something. And on that note, I appreciate your thought. Thank you so much. On that note, we're going to take a brief commercial. We'll be right back with the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Don't go nowhere, fam. We are still with the amazing and handsome Danny Santana. It was because of me having a voice and saying something about what had happened to me, because I can't believe it. I can't believe that these individuals put their good name and their reputation on the line just to hurt somebody because they spoke up. Yes, see, that's what happens when you speak up. I get it, but I'm not fearful because of that. Even though I went through a lot and still go through a lot of things, I got God on my side, and I feel like if that is not enough, then I don't know what it is. Because I'm still standing and I'm still telling my story, and I'm gonna keep on telling stories, and that is why I like film. Because film, you'll be able to express things that you went through and experiences and people. You'll be amazed what you can do. Because you mentioned and said, I believe in God and I surrendered. And when someone is addicted to something, it's a challenge. It's tough. What was that moment that you said, I can't do it anymore?
Well, in book number 2, I talk about how I've been to prison. My prison number is 589931. I'll have that number for the rest of my life. It's just not a functional number. I talk about how I was delivered from a homosexual lifestyle. I talk about how I had a man that left me for another man. I talk about how I had a man that was HIV but never told me, but I'm sitting here today. I don't have AIDS, HIV. And I have a lot of people always say, your immune system was so strong. No, that was the blood of Jesus that covered me.
Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Well, we're coming live. Woo! We are still with amazing guest, Danny Santana. Come on in here, Danny. All right, thank you. Welcome back. You know what? Before you went, we was talking about, what people look at and how people view other people, because when you take aggressive behaviors or you act in such aggressive behavior, sometimes we have to have aggressive behaviors when we want to get something done. It's not that we want to be mean, it's just that you're not hearing us. And sometimes a soft voice may sound like, okay, they're not for real, but sometimes if you bring a little tone, then you get it. You're listen to me. Now you hear me. I get it. I know a little bit about that. Trust me. So
Correct,
no
correct.
label in here.
So,
No label in here. So I'm with you on that. But here's my other question to you. Is that one thing about me is that I pray. I pray, I'm Christian, but what that means to me is that I believe in God. I For things that happen to me, that is my belief mechanism. And I don't know anything else, but that was my norm for me. What is that norm for you? If it's any spirituality or anything like that, what is that for you?
so I have just became an official member of the First Baptist Church in Dorchester under Dr. Reverend Dana Gonzo. Um, I'm not a religious person. It's my belief that religion divides us and spirituality unites us. So I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in a higher calling. I believe in God. I believe in Yahweh. I believe that, you know, I've been shot 3 times and stabbed 12 times, and I'm here for a reason. I'm still alive here today for a reason, you know. And every blessing that I've gotten since the day that I walked out that courtroom where I was found not guilty has been God's blessings. Every relationship that I've created up to this day, all the contacts, everything that I've been allowed to do in my city, the work that I do with the youth, the work that I do with young adults, the work that I do with returning citizens around substance abuse and food safety, it's all blessings that have been bestowed upon me from God Himself, because I am now walking and doing His will. I am now walking in the light of a soldier, God's soldier, and not in the darkness of one of Lucifer's soldiers like I was before. I'm not out there selling drugs no more. I'm not out there carrying guns and shooting people no more. I'm not out there promoting all the false ideologies that I was once promoting, that I once truly believed in.
Wow.
That
Uh,
doctrine, that false ideology of gang
mhm.
banging, of that gang lifestyle that was taught to me, that I had
Wow.
to grow up out of and teach myself that that's a fantasy. They all lies. Those ideologies, those values no longer hold any type of value in who I am as a person today, what I do as a person today, and what I believe in as a person today.
Thank you for sharing that. And that's, I'm glad. I mean, sometimes we all have to go through things in our life so we can understand the value of ourselves. And that goes into my
And
next
and I'm
question.
still
Have you?
growing. I'm still doing a lot of maturing and learning how to be this new role that I have as a program director.
Hmm.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people, one of my mans that I respect greatly, greatly. He's
Wait,
from my
you know
hood,
what?
from
Before
Ruggles.
you before
Um,
you tell me that story, Danny, before you tell me that story, what I do, because I want to make sure I don't forget to ask you this. We all have challenges in our life, and when I heard what you just said, I know that there's been some challenges. Can you remember a challenge that really was like you was down on your out? And I asked this question is how did you get over that challenge? What did you do? Because my platform is about positive psychology, and it's about change, and it's about, getting back on that horse and ride away. And you did. So can you share a challenge that you remember that you got through it and this is how you did it? And you're still here to tell it.
so I'm going through it right now as we speak. When I first came home, I applied with 18 different nonprofits to work, to do the work that I'm doing. Nobody would hire me. Nobody would take the opportunity to associate Danny Santana, past gang member affiliated with the Latin Kings, to be a part of their organization. So I had to teach myself how to create my own nonprofit, how to create ITY, Inspiring Today's Young Adults, and how to make it a success. Okay. There's still individuals in the city of Boston that I don't see eye to eye with, right? That I feel a certain type of animosity towards, right? And one of my mentors, one of my guys from my hood that I was getting ready to say, you know, really made me look at it from a different point of view today. He said, D, we see what you're doing out there. We respect what you're doing out there. You're making headway. You're making a lot of noise. A lot of people are paying attention to you. All right. But you got to make peace with the people in the city that can help you to get to where you need to get to. Okay. And one of those individuals that he's talking about is one of those individuals that I'm bumping heads with that I don't see eye to eye with. All right. But when he said to me, and this is my man's, I respect him. Forget 100. I respect this man 1,000 grand. When he said to me, D, is it really about you or is it about these kids that you're out here trying to save? Because if it's about these kids that you're out here trying to save, you need to put to the side your differences of how you feel about certain individuals, because those are the individuals that you need to start working with to start making happen what you're trying to do in the city. Okay? As much as I want to deny that that's 1,000% correct what he's saying, I can't, because it's not about me. It's not about what I feel. It's not about the injustices that I received from these individuals in the past. It's about the work that I'm doing now today, the work that I'm trying to bring forward, the lives we're trying to save collectively, not as individual organizations, but as collective organizations working together for one cause and one purpose.
Wow. You know what? Absolutely. And I'm totally with you on that. Thank you for sharing that information. And wow, that's really deep. And you know what? You're doing it. And that's called maturity too, just to let you know, because you mentioned that as well. So you couldn't disagree what he was saying. And on that note, we are going to take a brief commercial. We'll be right back with the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Don't go nowhere, fam. We'll be right back with the amazing Danny Santana.
It was really hard for me to do that movie sometime, because at that time, because 10 years ago is what I went through. It wasn't then. So I had to take, even they say you play yourself. It's not really always easy to play yourself. You have to play yourself 10 years ago when your mind was discombobulated and you felt betrayal. You know what I mean? You felt like, life was just not it. And, not in my situation. And it is based on true events. And, unfortunately, it's about judicial deception, but it's also about romance and drama and divorce. It's something that just went to a different way. But as I changed it and went into a movie. But what's interesting about this situation, people don't understand. It's a flow technique for me. That was my release to finish this movie. I'm a human being, but I'm not perfect. And I have my own flaws, but I'm working in progress. And if you're trying to change something, you're able to do it. You have the power, you have the key to your own success. And with that being said, I'm just glad that I'm able to do this and share other people's testimonies. And I'm so glad that there's many guests that I've already had on the show that have expressed their, challenges or what they've been going through or went through in their life. And I say that is because they're not perfect. So it's good that they express that.
Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. We're coming live. Woo! Hello, people. Come on, Danny. Come back in here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what? Before we went on break, and we was talking about maturity. We was talking about communicating. And it's good that this is what your next steps and those challenges. And now you can jump over those by just putting your big boy pants on and say, hey, okay, I came to play. And that's so important. So thank you for sharing that information. You know, here's my other question. All the things that you do, what do you do for self-care?
So I just started a 30-day recovery accountability challenge where I check in every night with a selected group of people who are like myself, who are in recovery, who are fighting addiction, who tend to relapse over and over, and needed some type of guide of where to begin, where to start. So this is one of my forms of self-care, is this recovery challenge group that I check in with every night. I'm also a part of different self-help care groups that I go to, individual counseling, group counseling. Um, I have a phenomenal support network of bishops, deacons, pastors, retired detectives, DAs, who are very good friends who care about the work that ITY is doing in the city, and who support me in every aspect to make sure that I am mentally and emotionally capable to continue to do the work that I'm doing in the community. You know, Father's uplift was very essential in the beginning of my recovery, in the beginning of my emotional well-being and healing emotionally. you know Regardless of how I might have felt of how that program ended, that program did and does have the potential to work with guys like me and make a difference in their lives. you know there's a lot of wonderful programs out there that are doing stuff like that, and sometimes I need to learn not to be so aggressive on my disappointments and figure out a way to start working with these programs that I've been disappointed by and how to help them do better with us. And
Okay.
that's where I'm at right now. One of my things with self-care is I'm so busy providing services for everybody else, but who's providing me services? Who's helping make sure that I'm not relapsing? Who's helping to make sure that my mind and my sanity is where it needs to be?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to announce that I have a support network of more than 30 individuals who are mentors and are mentoring me in how to become this new program director, this position that I'm holding in society now. Because I didn't just become a program director overnight. I had to teach myself how to be a program director. Nobody would take the chance to hire me to be a part of their organization. So I had to come out and create my own organization to be able to be playing the same playing field as all these other people.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of work. But you get self care out of it because you're doing something for others, and that fills up your cup. Is that what you're saying? Which is great.
It does. It fills up my
That's
cup
really, yeah.
halfway up. Going out
Okay.
to feed the homeless, not just the youth, but adults that are homeless, that are fighting substance abuse. Um, Going out and helping returning citizens that are just coming home and being able to provide them with food safety, being able to provide them with clothes insurance, being able to provide them with transportation. These are all things that help give me value and help me to feel good, but they don't define who I am. You know, when I go into the self care and I go deep into who I am as an individual, I come to realize that I've always been a given person. There was just times in life that I gave the wrong things, I offered the wrong things, and I offered it to the wrong people. You know, now
Yes.
that I have a better understanding of who I am as a Christian man, who I am as one of God's soldiers, and who I am as an individual, I am now able to recognize people, places, and things that trigger me. Okay. And now that I'm able to recognize people, places, and things that trigger me, it's a lot easier for me to avoid people, places, and things that trigger me, that allow me to become out of character, displaying a characteristic that I truly am not.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Thank you for sharing that because I know a lot of people that struggle with addictions and stuff like that, they're listening because, they're trying to find their way back, that find their way back without using something to make them happy or content. And that
One
hurts
day at a time.
themselves.
See, people that
That's
fight
right.
addiction, we can't live like other people where we make plans of what's going on in a month or not. People that are in recovery like me can only live one day at a time and for that week. We can't live making plans because our our addiction consumed us so much that the only way for us to properly function in society is by taking it one day at a time and working them 12 steps that were created in NAGA, whatever AA, whatever two-letter reference there is. There's a 12
Yeah.
step to that, right? And
Yeah.
there's a reason why that 12 step was created, right? But you
Mhm.
have to first and foremost, you got to forgive yourself.
You know what?
You got to
That
say
is
it's
very
okay,
important. Hmm.
because if you don't forgive yourself, you're not going to start healing. The first step to healing
Yes.
is self forgiveness. And then after self forgiveness is acceptance. And after the
Mm.
acceptance is action. What are the actions now that I'm going to take to change this acceptance that I just accepted?
All right. You know what? Well said. Thank you so much because I believe what you said. And it's very important because some people don't accept it. They're still in denial. And once you do that, then that is your form of recovery. Those are the steps that you take for going up the ladder. So thank you. And on that note, we are going to take a brief commercial and we'll be right back with the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Don't go nowhere, fam. We are still with the amazing Danny Santana. Hello, all. Three Corners of Deception movie is now available on Prime Video. How about that? October 14, 2023, on my 50th birthday, I am going to release this, and you guys can go ahead and help me do just that. Go see that movie. Thank you for all the support and not giving up on me. Go see that. Three Corners of Deception. Release me from all the pain and everything I've been through. Go see the movie. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you for all of the support. Go see that movie. Prime Video. Prime Video. How about that? God bless you all. I love you all. It was because of me having a voice and saying something about what had happened to me, because I can't believe it. I can't believe that these individuals put their good name and their reputation on the line just to hurt somebody because they spoke up. Yes, see, that's what happens when you speak up. I get it, but I'm not fearful because of that. Even though I went through a lot and still go through a lot of things, I got God on my side, and I feel like if that is not enough, then I don't know what it is. Because I'm still standing and I'm still telling my story, and I'm gonna keep on telling stories, and that is why I like film. Because film, you'll be able to express things that you went through and experiences and people. You'll be amazed what you can do. Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Well, we're coming live. Woo! Okay, so I'm going in and out, I think. I'm not sure. Am I still with you? Okay, so I'm moving kind of muffled, but I'm still here. I believe I am. So, okay, hopefully I'll clear up. Let me add, come on, Danny, come on back. I'm still here, I think. Yes. Let's see. It's kind of
Yeah,
muffled.
we still
Or am I
here.
back? Am I back? Yeah, okay. It's just the internet. I don't know. It's weird because it's not windy out, but people are working outside. Maybe that has something to do with the internet. But anyway, you know what? With that being said, thank you again. I do want to ask you, what motivates you getting out of that bed? The thing about it is that people are depressed and they have anxiety, fear. Is this something like a routine or something you do that gets you out of that bed, that says, okay, I need to get up out of this bed? Because that's the main thing. If you know anything from getting up out the bed, and how did you do it and what motivated you to do it?
Every morning I listen to Christian rap. My favorite rappers, Dax and Magic Hands. Those are my favorite Christian rappers. Like, I wake up every morning listening to their music, and the minute that I listen to their lyrics, it inspires me. Like, I'm filled with energy. Like, I'm such a morning person. You know how a lot of people wake up in the morning, they don't want to be talked to, like they real cranky and groggy. Not me. I get up. The minute I get up, I'm singing, I'm dancing. I'm ready to start my day. Like, I got a burst of energy every morning. But it has a lot to do because I've worked a lot on my self-care. I don't wake up with depression as I used to. I don't wake up with a lot of the worries that I had. I don't wake up with, drinking and drugging the night before and then waking up feeling like crap the next day. Like, I'm energized, I'm well slept, I'm prepared to face the day, whatever's there to be presented on that day. It looked like you froze.
Wow. You know what? That's great. I think I probably did. It's internet. I'm still okay. She's good now. Okay. I'm still good. I don't know. Well, what can you say? I mean, it's out of my control. There's nothing really I can do about that. It's internet. That's anywhere really. So no, thank you for sharing that.
Correct,
I'm
correct.
gonna ask you, you know, I appreciate you being a guest on the show, and I appreciate everything that you said. How do people find you, support you? And before you even mention that, what made you go into human services?
So, like I said, when I came home, I applied for 18 nonprofits and nobody would hire me. But this is the work that I wanted to be involved with. This is the work that I had the passion. Like, I wanted to use my life story and use my experiences for good, to teach youth what to avoid, what not to do, you know, and nobody wanted to give me a chance. So I had to create this opportunity myself, and I did. And not only did I create this opportunity for myself, but I created an opportunity for individuals like me to come home from prison, to get training, to get certified, get job placement, and to get an opportunity to get back to the community without judgment of what they did in the past. The past is the past. You went to jail, you did the time. All right. Unless you raped the child or did something of that magnitude, everybody deserves a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
I truly
Yes,
believe that.
I agree with you on
Everybody
that.
deserves a
Everyone.
second chance.
Yes, I believe it too.
So I created
That's right.
Inspiring Today's
Everyone.
Young Adults. You can look us up under ityouth.org. That's ityouth.org. It's the same spelling, for our webpage, our Facebook, and our Instagram. You just type in ityouth.org and it'll pop up. You know, and I'm happy
Okay.
that you asked that question, because now I can get into what I'm working on and how people can help support
Okay.
what we're doing in the city of Boston.
Yes.
Those who are listening, those who
Mhm.
want to get in contact with me, feel free to
Okay.
reach me through email under dsantana@itu.org, or feel free to call me directly. My number is public. As long as you're calling me on positivity to build and not on the negativity, you'll always have access to me. My number is 857-221-1497. Once again, that's 857-221-1497. That's direct contact to Danny Santana, founder and CEO of ITY.
Okay. And what about social medias? Are you your Instagram or
All the
anything,
same.
or do you have
Instagram,
social media,
Facebook, and
or is it
webpage is
all
under
linked to you?
itu.org,
Okay.
or they can look me up on Facebook under Danny Santana.
Okay. Great. All right. Cool. That's
So,
good.
one of the
We
things
are
that I
going to
want to
take a
share
brief
with my
commercial.
viewers real
I know
quick.
you. Mhm. Well,
Do I
you know
have
what?
time
You
or
can
do I
share it
wait
when
till
we
the
get right
next?
back. We'll wait until the
Okay.
next. Yeah, and then you can share it because I don't want to cut you off while you're saying it. All right, we'll be right back with the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Do not go nowhere, friend. We're still with the amazing Danny Santana. It was an interesting moment for me at the time because I really wasn't seeking someone or anyone, I should say. I just hoped if I did meet someone that they would be a positive person to meet. Everything he was saying and doing was making me fall in love with him.
A lot of people quit going, that's just how it got to be. But she keeps on fighting and it takes a lot of guts. No justice, no peace!
You two are like two immature cartoon characters. Objection. Where's any of this evidence of this?
Order.
I'm sanctioning you for $15,000.
I have a right to see my son.
This is all about a child. A poor boy born into a battle. Even with your lies, I gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive.
This is not justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No peace. No peace. No justice.
You're trying to have a judge removed.
I'll sanction her for thousands of dollars for coming to court.
How much money is Mr. K and Mr. G paying you and your fellow judges to keep this woman away from her child?
Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I'm gonna survive, gotta survive. Said I'm gonna survive, I gotta survive. Even with your lies, I've gotta survive, gonna survive. Said I'm gonna survive, gonna survive.
Welcome back to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Well, we're coming live. Woo! We are still with the Danny Santana. Come on in here, Danny.
Hi.
Oh, did I freeze?
Thank you all for being here today.
I might
It
have
means so
froze.
much to see our
Oh,
community come
okay. I
together in
froze for a second.
commitment to something bigger. Ready?
Keep going. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you all for being here
Even
today.
if
It
I
means so
froze,
much to
just
see our
keep going.
community come together in commitment to something bigger than any one organization, our youth. As we look around Boston, we know that there are many incredible programs, services, or organizations committed to supporting our youth. The resources exist, the passion exists, but what's often missing is connection. Connection between the services and the youth who need them most. That's where AYVC is stepping in, not to criticize what isn't working, but to build stronger bridges between what is working and what could be working even better. Our goal is not to point fingers, but to lead by example. By creating real, consistent, and community-centered outreach strategies that meet the youth where they are. Through our efforts, we are launching coordinated initiatives that focus on visibility, access, and engagement. One of our major steps forward is the creation of a rotational outreach network at Ashmont train station, an initiative that brings 15 community organizations together in a structured, collaborative rotation every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. 5 organizations will be present at the station during school dismissal hours to offer mentorship, resources, guidance, and support directly to our youth. This is what coordinated outreach looks like, not scattered efforts or isolated programs, but a unified front of caring adults and organizations working side by side for the service of our young people. Let's be the generation that didn't just respond to youth violence with concern, but with commitment, coordination, and care. Let's show our young people what true community looks like.
Ooh, well said. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, let's do it. Let's show our young individuals what true community and work ethics mean. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that information. You know what, Danny? It has been such a pleasure having you on the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network. Thank you so much for being a guest. And hopefully everybody will reach out to you, and that'd be just awesome. So come on, people, reach out. All right. So thank you again.
Absolutely.
And
Reach out.
I
We
just
do
want to
we
say
do take
as I close
donations
that,
through PayPal and Cash
thank
App.
you.
They can go straight to the webpage and look us up. If they want to donate in any way, it could be done directly through our webpage.
All right, awesome. Thank you. You heard it from him, and they'll be able to review the segment as well. Thank you again, Danny, for being a guest on the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show.
God bless
Appreciate
you,
you.
sister.
Have a
Looking
nice
forward to
weekend and
talking
a
to you
day.
soon.
Well, nice day and weekend to come. All right, thank you. And if you're looking for Dr. Meleeka Clary, you know, drmeleekaclary.com. That is my website. You know, I apologize. Today has been so muffled. I mean, I guess it's, internet people. There's nothing I could do about that, unfortunately. It is part of it. You have this show and we utilize the internet. It's weird because it's not really windy out here, so but don't know. The weather is sometimes that's the way it is. That's life, right? Anyway, well, I'm just glad we made it through it. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Anyway, if you're looking at for me, my social medias, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, X, where else? Facebook, and I'm just Google me. That's all I can say. Just Google me. And you know what? I always have to leave it off. I want you guys to know very much so is that if your day is not going good, it will get better. I believe in that. Just pray about it. And I pray to everyone that your day gets better if it's not better right now, that it gets better throughout the day. And may God be with you all. And if you're going through anything, may God be with you in those struggles and in time and needs. So I ask of you to lean in with your faith and prayer. It does help because I pray. It helps. It's not going to turn around like, quick. But if you pray, it will work through it. This shall pass too. So, with that being said, I love you all because if no one said it, I love you. And I care about you, your mind, and your soul. So I want you to have a wonderful day and the weekend to come. God bless you all and take care. And thank you for tuning in to the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show on the Bold and Brave TV network, where we're not judging here. No perfect soul. You're human and I am too. God bless. Take care.
You've been watching the Dr. Meleeka Clary Show. Tune in next week as Dr. Meleeka will help you shift towards a better life. But this show doesn't stop there. She'll provide helpful tips regarding surviving the entertainment industry and the judicial system with practical information. Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, here on the Bold Brave TV network.